Okay, Georgia week, very exciting around here right now. When you look at them, we're playing one of the most talented teams in the entire country. And I think the good thing for us is we've already played 3 top 10 teams, so it's not going to be a shock to our system as far as that goes. And then I think another big factor is we're playing at home, and we're very excited about that. I know our players are too, and can't wait to get in front of our fans in this game. You look at them offensively, it starts with Jake Fromm. I really feel like he's one of the better players at any position in all of college football. You look at his career, he's been very consistent. He's a tough guy. It really starts with him. A very, very talented offensive line, very talented running backs. They're one of the top offenses statistically in our league. You look at them defensively, they have the number 1 defense in our league right now, and you watch them on film and you can tell that. Play a lot of defensive linemen. They rotate in and out. There's really not much drop off. They got great depth there. Their linebackers are very active, and they got some secondary that their safeties are very experienced, and they got corners that can really run. And I think they've not given up a rushing touchdown up to this point. And I don't think that's happened in the last 20 years. So that tells you a little bit about their defense. But overall, like I said, a very, very talented team. But we're really looking forward to playing these guys, and our coaches and our players are extremely excited. Questions? Okay, that's good. Anything else? Well, you gotta make him uncomfortable. Um, he's got a very good command of his offense. He doesn't hold the ball long. He knows where to go with it. He can throw the ball away, and when he has to, he can be a running threat too. I just think he's a complete guy. Of course, we played him numerous times. He played right out here 2 years ago as a true freshman. Showed a lot of toughness, and um, he's. I said he's one of the best. That's what I believe. They're always going to be pretty good on defense. There's no doubt about that. But this is, statistically, they're doing things that hadn't been done in 20 years. So that tells you a lot. You're really, until you actually play someone, you can actually answer that question a little bit better. But just looking at them on film and what they've done, it's been very impressive. To watch. I will tell you this: they are pressuring a little bit more than they have in the past. So we do expect them to blitz and continue that trend.
You mentioned how they haven't given up a rushing touchdown this season. What's going to be the key for you guys to get some sort of running game going against the team?
Yeah, I think that's the challenge. Everybody that plays them. You've got to be able to run the football effectively, and you can't be one-dimensional. And for us to be successful, we're going to have to run the football effectively. And so, that's really how we're built anyway. So that'll be a really good matchup to watch and to see what happens.
As you would get on off weeks in your career,
Mm-hmm.
this is a big one. You're going into a very big game here. Is there a tendency to kind of want to overthink it a little bit and just kind of get too cute with it, maybe?
Too cute?
Yeah.
I don't know. I will tell you this: it's a lot better to have an extra week, regardless. It gives you a chance. And like I've said before, from our standpoint, to heal up, which I think we're going to be pretty healthy coming this thing. Which this late in the season, I think is good. A chance to get better on your own about stuff, and then you get a chance to look at them a little bit deeper. Of course, we know them pretty well anyway. But like I said, they're a little bit different than they were last year defensively, just from a pressure standpoint. But especially when you got a young quarterback, I think it even helps that much more to have an extra week. And so it's good. I don't know about getting cute. We'll see how the game goes, and you can answer that for me probably after the game and see what you think. Yeah, I think that'll be a big factor. If you really look at this game, you're looking at 2 of the better defenses in our league in the country. And, they got a great defense. We know that. And the quarterback, just like you said, he's a veteran guy. He's played in big games, and he doesn't turn the ball over a lot. But we got to make him uncomfortable. But the good thing is we got a very talented defense, too. And so I know looking forward to the challenge of facing this group. You know, their offense, and they've got weapons too. You know, at the receiver position, they've got guys that can make plays, but I really think it starts with the quarterback, and you know, trying to make him uncomfortable.
This situation is all that different from what y'all had 2 years ago. Is that something you've been not talking about?
No, we really hadn't talked about 2017. Now, here's the good thing for us is there's a lot of our players that'll be on that field Saturday that were there. Now, the thing about it, they played a bunch of young guys back then too, so they have a lot of guys that have experience too, you know, as far as that goes. But, you know, I think for us, like I said, I mean, we're playing at home, and it's a rival game, and I mean, we're really looking forward to it. I mean, this is a great opportunity for us, and that's how we're looking. And it feels different around here. Of course, every time you play Georgia, it always feels different. It's one of our rivals. They happen to be one of the top teams in the country, just like they were a couple years ago. And we're in probably a similar situation as we were a couple years ago too. So we'll see what happens.
How big for each team's legacy is not even finish these last two SEC games? Or how a team kind of regards?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of being at Auburn. I mean, the way this schedule sets up, we're going to play them and our other rival here at the end. And next year that'll change, but you know, it's been that way ever since I've been here. And this is the games people remember, and our players understand that. I mean, our players understand that. They understand how big it is, and they've been looking forward to this one for a long time. I have too. I know our fans have, so we get it. But at the same time, man, we're excited. This could be a good one. Yeah, I mean, these are the two games you look forward to, and really two games. I want to go back to this game, and I'll go that. But this is what you look forward to, and like I said, these are the games people remember, and they're very important to us and our fan base. And like I said, it's good.
Earlier in the season, you said those last two losses to LSU were so fresh to you guys. So like those, is it the same with Georgia? The way it kind of ended last year, that made field goal at 17.
It's big regardless. I mean, it's big regardless. I mean, you don't really get into, I know it's probably good for y'all to think about, but it's big regardless of what happened last year and all. It's a rivalry game, and it's good as it gets. So,
You've been scored a lot of points against them here. Really struggled to score against them away from here.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the noise and that stuff, but what's the big difference in playing?
Well, I think one of is we got a great home field advantage with our fans, and just the comfort that we have, and kind of like we talked about Sunday. You know, our quarterback's a young guy. He's played better at home, and I think this year that sets well for us. I mean, offensively, we got a huge challenge against our defense. No matter whether you're playing in the parking lot or playing out here or there, but you know, we've got a great home field advantage, and I think that has a lot to do with it, not just offensively, but everything. You know, we're a team. We're a team, and that's the way we go into each game. And you know, we need to play well in all three phases, and you know, our guys understand that.
You mentioned earlier about Georgia's pass defense, really fast cornerbacks, their safeties you made last year. What kind of challenges do you think those guys kind of pros to your passing game?
Yeah, you know, I think the big thing is when they're able to stop the run, then you know they can play a little deeper and keep everything in front of them, and they've been able to do that all year. So, you know, you've got to be effective running the football to keep them from that. And their safeties are very good tacklers. They're veteran guys. They played a lot of football, and then their corners, they can all really, really run. And so, you know, I think that's just to make it really simple. You've got to be able to run the football good enough to make them play honest. And if you can't do that, that's when they can really stay back there deep, keep everything in front of them, and keep away from the big plays. You know, I mean, when we're at our best, we're able to run the football and we got explosive plays. It doesn't matter if we're playing them or playing somebody else. That's what we need to do. Now, that's a challenge against this group, but it's a challenge we're looking forward to. You know, we have a lot to play for here. You know, that's what we're worried about. We're not worried about them. We're worried about us. And if things turn out good like they did a couple of years ago, I mean, we got some really good things ahead of us. So that's the way we're looking at it.
Gus, the Arkansas job is open. You're obviously an Arkansas guy, coach there, played there, as Malzahn. How committed are you to get done, what you want to do here, staying here, doing things?
Yeah, I mean, I love Auburn. Like I've said in the past, I love my players. We got a bright future here, and nothing's changed.